Okay, I'm a little bit late. Sorry about that, guys. I feel like I got some makeup on my eye. Ugh. Oh no. I hate when I do that. Oh yeah, I totally have makeup on my eye. Ugh. My hair's kind of messy. You have to watch me poke my eyeball. Hey guys. I still have makeup on my eye. Oh my god. This is gonna annoy me. Hey. Oh. Yep, I did. I got it. Hi everyone. Sorry I'm late. You're nice. You're nice. I love you. You're funny. You're funny. It's Alloy. My hair is a little bit too bright for her. I could probably cosplay as Triss though. Put on my socks. I'm getting ready for work and doing this live stream at the same time. Two birds with one stone. No, yeah, I do have a fan page, Facebook. It should be on my YouTube channel. You can find it. So, thank you. How's Taiwan going? It's going great. Haloy. Did I say it weird? Do I say it weird? Aloy? I say it like Aloy. I say it like you do, don't I? I don't know. Maybe I have a weird accent. I do have an accent, I guess. My hair looks better when I actually do it. Like, I just woke up and I just was like, I don't have time for my hair. I have time for my makeup, but woo! I'm good. I'm trying to wake up. I just woke up. It's early here. It's 11:20. That's early for me. Am I able to read the language? Are you kidding me? Chinese takes years to master. No. I think speaking it is one thing. Like, I want to try to speak it better, but learning to read Chinese, no. How excited am I for The Last of Us Part 2? I am really excited. Really excited. I mean, of course I am, except I'm not excited because I'm pretty sure there'll be some sad moments. I mean, it's The Last of Us. Like, I will probably cry, just like I've cried in every Last of Us moment. Just cried the whole game, you know? It seems so hard to live somewhere where you can't read things. I mean, when you travel enough, you just know how to get around without, like, Chinese is ridiculously hard. I am squee excited. Spoilers, there are zombies in The Last of Us too. Actually, a mad at you. I remember I said zombies in my Last of Us review, and everyone just got mad at me for even mentioning that word. They're like, excuse me, they're not zombies. They're infected. That's totally different. So yeah, you're wrong, apparently. People are so retarded about like the dumbest things. I'm sorry if you're one of those people that like freaked out on me. What are these pictures on the wall? These pictures are of my family, and they're posters from all the places I've been. I usually or they're postcards. I usually try to get a postcard from like different places I've been. So the one behind me, this is the Pingxi Sky Lantern Festival here in Taiwan. This is Nikko in Japan, the place where the deers are. This one's from Vietnam, and this one's from Japan. So the first time I went to Japan. I mean, this is the thing. Yeah, like they are different than zombies, they are, but like at the same time, they were inspired by zombie stories. So yeah. Like you can't say that their idea was completely original. Can you chat me on Facebook? No. Stop. Hey, I just want to say I really enjoyed your videos. The best is Witcher 3 when they get drunk. Your reaction was amazing. Hello, waifu. What songs have you been listening to lately? Let's see. Let me look at my. Hello, waifu. Hello, waifu. You all are my waifu. Mm. I'm thinking about traveling to Asia after I get my bachelor's. You recommend a good place with best foods? Okay, I would say Japan is the best place to visit, honestly. If you can go all over, go all over. Go to Korea and club in Seoul because like Korea is amazing. I miss Korea so much because like there's so much to do. It's a great place to go as a tourist. So if you can go to many different countries, if you can only go to one country, go to Japan. But if you can go to many countries, go to Korea for the clubbing and the food, and go to Vietnam for the food. Go to Thailand for the food. Kathleen Waifus. Yeah. The point of The Last of Us is deep story, and Black Lagoon. Sorry, I this is what happens when you talk to me in the morning is I just like lose my mind. I found an anime you'd like called Black Lagoon. I need to write that down. I'll check it out. I've actually been watching Yuri on Ice for like the 5th time. This is bad. I have an addiction. Also, the new episode of Killing Stalking came out today, so I need to read that as soon as I stop this. I'm going to download it and read it. Probably not on the bus, though, because there's lots of very inappropriate moments in that manhwa. If you haven't read Killing Stalking and you want to read a manhwa, a Korean manga that will just like ruin your life and make you feel so dirty and like disgusting and hate all of humanity, read Killing Stalking. Oh wow, that was a bad idea. I was like, I'm gonna drop my coffee because there's only like a little bit left and it's all over the floor now. Good job. Good job, Kathleen. Thank you. Yay. As someone who's never watched anime, what would you recommend? Attack on Titan. That's what got me into it. Attack on Titan. Or Tokyo Ghoul. I'm not really a huge anime fan, actually. I just started like this year getting into anime. I was never into anime. Oh, someone else reads Killing Stalking. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Christopher. How you doing? Um, yes, someone, if you read Killing Stalking, please like Twitter stalk me. Talking about stalking, Twitter stalk me so we can like freak out together because I always like post stuff about Killing Stalking on Twitter and like no one knows what's going on or they think that I'm really messed up in the head. But at least I'm not one of those like weird fangirls that thinks that Sangwoo is hot because that's just fucked up. Like, no. I mean, I'm not into dudes, obviously. I love man on man anime and manga, but like, I'm. Why do people think Sangwoo is hot? He's like a fucking killer. That's messed up. People have weird fetishes, man. Do I share my relationships online? Yeah, people have been very curious about that. No, I don't really talk about it. If I find someone that I'm really serious about, then I will share. Obviously, if they become such a part of my life that they'll end up in my videos at some point. But like, no, I don't really talk about relationships just because I'm not very good at relationships, to be honest. Like, you might think that people are surprised about that, but I'm like really not good at relationships. So, how are you tonight? It's morning here. Um, Oh, I'm living in homophobic Mississippi. Get out of Mississippi. Um, yeah, how old are you? It depends. It depends on what your situation is. If you have to stay there, Mississippi is not going to change for a while. That place sucks. Sorry, Mississippi, but not much change you can do right now. Yeah, I do have 20,000. I know I got to do something special for you guys for that. People found Ramsey Bolton attractive? What the fuck? I can't even. I can't even. Oh my god, that doesn't surprise me, actually. I got a fetish for hot teachers such as yourself. Well, okay, cool. I find that weird. I would find it really weird if a student told me they had a crush on me. Maybe not my younger students. If my younger students told me that, I just find it adorable and I'd be like, "Oh, that's cute." But if my like older students said that, I'd be like, get away from me. I don't want to get fired." Um, Girls like bad girls though. Yeah. I find Meg, I don't know who that is. Have you found the bandit camp request in Horizon? Yeah, Nil. Oh my god, I wish I had uploaded those quests. Yeah, I've done all the side quests in Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm almost done with it. And Nil is like my favorite character. I don't know why I love psychopaths so much. I find it very like psychologically interesting. I wouldn't want to be friends with someone like Nil in real life. I wouldn't want to be friends with Sangwoo or Yungbum in real life, but I find characters like that psychologically interesting and really cool from a writing perspective. Oh yeah, I do like bad girls, but not like psychopaths. So there's a fine line. Oh yeah, someone asked me about what music I'm listening to. What music am I listening to right now? I found this new artist that I really like and I think you all should check him out. He's like it's almost like it's really chill and kind of trippy. It's called Lorn, Lorn, and I've been listening to that lately, and it's very like nice for if I'm doing work, like if I'm writing lesson plans or editing videos or something. It's very like relaxing. Oh yeah, yeah, I love Sherlock for sure. Ramsey the chef. Yeah, the Joker's definitely another one of my favorite psychopaths. You gotta love those characters. I mean, obviously you wouldn't be friends with them in real life, but they make great characters for stories, you know? Do I watch soccer? No, I'm not much of a sports person. My sister used to play soccer, and that's the only way I could watch soccer is if she was playing, basically. So I do know how it works. I know how the game works, but not interested in sports at all, really. I don't watch stuff on TV. Like, if I'm gonna watch a game, then I want to be there. And usually, the only games I've enjoyed are games from like teams that were my school, or like if a family member or loved one was in. Like, I would watch like if like I was dating a girl and she was like some type of athlete, I would watch her stuff. But I highly doubt I'll ever date an athlete because I'm like a super turn off for athletes because I'm like not fit at all and I don't like working out at all. And like usually all the girls I've tried to date that have been athletes, like that's all they talk about. Actually, that's like a huge annoyance for me is girls that only ever talk about working out or like doing physical stuff because I'm like there's because I hate doing that stuff. I just and I feel like they're judging me for being out of shape. Do I like sports? No, I don't. Do I have the flu? No, I have allergy problems. So you'll often like hear my voice I'll sound kind of congested, and that'll just happen all the time. Especially because the allergy, the pollen or something right now is just killing me. It's been killing me for months. I did dye my hair. Yeah, I get hit on by guys all the time. It's really rare that I get hit on by girls. It would be better if I was straight because I would get laid a lot more. Let's be honest. I'm not saying guys are easy, but you're easy. Sorry. Girls are way harder to get hook up with. They have higher standards. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Hope I didn't offend you. Wait. Let's see. What's my favorite coffee? I usually drink my coffee black, and that's a habit I developed while traveling because it's easier to ask for black coffee, and like you'll find that not many places have soy milk, and in Korea, and the the um the places here I lost. I was trying to read and think at the same time. The places in Taiwan, let me just say that like I need to like throw some shade on Taiwan soy milk. The soy milk here is original, it's legit, it's more authentic. As in, it literally tastes like someone just took a piece of tofu and liquefied it. It's so disgusting. It's gross. Don't have the soy milk here. It's terrible. It's doesn't taste sweet at all because like Taiwanese people are like really into health and they're like big into like making shit healthy, which is really ironic because most of their food's fried. So like whatever. But like the soy milk here is so gross. I have nightmares about it. So I don't drink soy milk. So I drink my coffee black, or I just tolerate a stomach ache and get like a caramel macchiato if I feel brave. What's my favorite blend of coffee? I really like Colombian specifically. I like coffee with that tastes a little bit that has like chocolate undertones to it. So it depends. Like also some African coffees. Where did I get my most recent one from? I don't know. I have to usually go to Zhongli or Taipei or Taoyuan Station, whatever's close. Like I think Taoyuan's probably closer. I have to go to one of the big train stations, which is far away. So it's like an endeavor to get good coffee, but it's worth it. Um, I chew the coffee straight out of the bean. Actually, that's really good. Have you ever had coffee beans? Chocolate covered coffee beans are delicious. Straight up 5-shot espresso. Oh my god, that will kill you. Mochas? Yeah, sure. I like mochas. But like I said, I just like black coffee. Like I love the taste of coffee. I used to be a barista for a while. Yeah. Okay, oh sorry, I really wanted to get back to that. I actually been thinking about making a video about coming out, Allie. So I would suggest, depending if you think it would be like a risk of them kicking you out, just wait. Wait until it's safe. Like your safety is more important. Like I didn't come out until I was in college. So I would wait until you're financially independent and you feel safe and you can take care of yourself, you know? And definitely get out of Mississippi or go to like some cities because I don't know about Mississippi, but like I know in places like North Carolina and Georgia, the bigger cities are more accepting. So, like, so you can find accepting places in the South as long as you head towards the cities. Taipei cafes are sick. Yeah, I really like the cafes and I don't know, just everything in Taipei is much better. I'm thinking heavily about moving there next year because I just love the atmosphere of Taipei. I'm more of a city person. I don't really like Taoyuan. Taoyuan is kind of lame. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to say stay away from the south of your gay because like there are some places in the South that are actually really progressive and open. Like I said, the bigger cities. Like if you go to um, Savannah, Georgia, if you go to where's that place I went in North Carolina? It was really progressive. I forget what that city was called. Once I think about it. Uh, thank you. Oh yeah, and when I got my hair done, they gave me coffee. They were like, "Hey, do you want anything?" And then they offered me coffee. I was like, "Okay, I'll take some shitty coffee," because usually if you someone offers you coffee, it's gonna be shitty. They had like one of those, like machines, and it was really good. Oh, I did make a video about coming out. Maybe another one. Yeah, I am talking. I know the only question I do want to focus on questions that my patrons have asked me because that's what this live stream's about. So yeah, if you one question I had was about life in Taiwan. So if you want to, if you have any questions about life in Taiwan, I can answer. Taoyuan is like only a short ride from Taipei. I wouldn't say it's a short ride. Maybe if you have a scooter, it's a short ride, like maybe like an hour, but it takes me like 2 hours really. Because I don't live anywhere near the station, so I have to like take a bus just to get to the bus station and to get to Taipei. So yeah, there are progressive places in the South. Like, as someone that's grown up in the South, like you you know how to find your communities. Like, uh, if you grow up in a very conservative community, you know how to spot and find those places. And there's definitely like friendly places. Go to the places where colleges are at. Like that's the golden ticket because even in the South, when you find colleges, there will be open-minded people. So go to the college towns and even the adult like the older people will be you don't have to hang out with college kids but like even the older people will be more accepting. When I was in Missouri, Kansas City was, I don't know, I have a pretty convoluted version of Kansas City, but people near Mizzou were pretty open-minded. Denmark, cool. May the 4th be with you. It's actually May 5th in Taiwan right now. How's the internet in Taiwan? Depends. I think South Korea had the best internet, but I've always had like shitty apartment internet, so I am boycotting the South. I'm in California. Yeah, you don't really have any reason to go all the way to the South, but when you grew up there, it's like the only thing you just get stuck there, you know? Have I met other Americans there? I mean, I hang out with my coworkers. A lot of my coworkers are my friends. Most of my friends are my coworkers, actually. Do I hang out with people that I don't work with? Not really. I just thought about it. I like literally everyone I hang out with is people I work with. I need to get out more. Uh, yeah, but I know a lot of Americans, and you meet a lot of people through work and my roommates. I hang out with my roommates all the time. What would I do in Taiwan? There's not much to do in Taiwan. I go to Taipei to have fun. I can just like look at the rice fields here. Just be like, "Hey, what's up? Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker." That's Taiwan basically. I live in the middle of nowhere. Are any New Yorkers in the house? Nope. I live with like 20 people, but I don't think there's any New Yorkers. You speak some Taiwanese? Me speak Taiwan? Oh, they speak Chinese here. They do speak People don't usually speak Taiwanese. So, how do you choose Korea or Taiwan for work? Quite unconventional. Not really. The type of work I do, like, it's like I don't know. I would watch my video on what I do for work. I made a video like I think 2 weeks ago, and so it's hard to explain all of it. I mean, they're beautiful. I like walking through or driving through the rice fields, but like they're boring. Yeah, it's a yeah, Mandarin. They speak Mandarin here, Mandarin Chinese. I can't really say much. I could say ni hao, 我要拿铁. I don't even know if I said that right. I don't. The tones are really confusing, so I use the wrong tone all the time. 我要 being 拿铁. I'm like, I can do that really well. I just said I want a cold latte. How long do I plan on living in Taiwan? I figured a year, but I might live 2 years if I move to Taipei, just because Taoyuan is like really boring. I like Taipei, so if I can move to Taipei next year, maybe Taipei. I can't read Mandarin though. Yeah, my Chinese is super bad. I think I'm gonna like I need to make a goal to like study next week because I was like so adamant about studying, but then I'm just like, ugh. I think it's hard to explain my lack of motivation to like people that live here just because I've studied so many languages and I've moved around so much. It's hard to like get the motivation to really dedicate yourself to a language that you're only going to use for a year or two and then never use again. And then also like Chinese is like a lifelong endeavor. It's like not something you just learn for a year. It's something you have to dedicate your life to learning because it's such a complicated language. Do I see myself settling anywhere other than US? Yep. I see myself just continuing to move around for the rest of my life, probably. I don't see myself settling down. I think that's boring. I mean, I probably will. Am I sick? Are you sick? I have allergies, so that I sound like this in the morning like all the time. I'll try to do this live stream at nighttime sometime so I don't sound so disgusting. But what games are you playing currently? Horizon Zero Dawn and Mass Effect. Oh, and I started playing Pocket Mortys, which is really fun. I'm enjoying it. It's like the Rick and Morty game. It's like the Game Boy version of Pokemon, like Pokemon Red, Pokemon whatever, Blue, Pokemon Silver, Pokemon whatever. It's like that, but with Rick and Morty. Do I also teach American culture besides language? I mean, yeah, a little bit. Have you tried Duolingo? It's a great language learning app. Nope. I have a perpetual allergy problem. Yeah. So like, if you people always ask me if I sound sick. No, it's just my allergies. Tres plein. You guys speaking French? I don't know any French. No French. Say 안녕하세요. 저는 카트린입니다. 저는 미국 사람입니다. 오하요 고자이마스. 와타시 wa Kei desu. There's some languages that I know. Some other ones. I just started speaking Korean and Japanese. Japanese and Korean are so much easy. So much easier. So much easy. Oh my god. So much easier. I would like to. I actually am like thinking about studying Japanese again and just dedicating to that because I might move to Japan eventually. So the tone was the worst. Oh my god, the tones that I've told. I don't know. Actually, I don't think I've mentioned this before on the channel, but like I confuse words all the time when people like try to say things to me. It depends on context because I'll never understand the tones. So like I get the simplest words confused all the time. Um like some guy I ordered dumplings at a restaurant the other day and using very simple Chinese. I was like, "Whoa, yeah. Iga." Well, yeah, Iga. And he was like, "Okay, you want one of these." I just pointed to it. And he was like, "Do you want," he said in Chinese, he said, "Do you want something?" And he said, "Do you want," like he said, "tong?" And I was like, and I know I'm saying the tone wrong, but I was like, "What?" Because tong means sugar. And I was so confused. I was like, "Why would I want sugar with my dumplings? Why would I ever eat sugar with my dumplings? Is that like some weird thing here?" No, tong also means soup, but just in a different tone. Let's see. I want to look it up. I'm gonna look it up. I'll go Google Translate and tell me if you can recognize the difference because it sounds exactly the same to me. Oh, Taiwan is super progressive. It's one of the most progressive and open-minded places in Asia. I'm Korean. I can say your Korean is better than mine. Oh, oh my god, I can't think of how to say thank you because I just thought in three languages and I'm trying to say. I keep thinking arigato gozaimasu, but that's Japanese. Oh my god, this is the thing about studying multiple languages is that like when you try to access one word in one language, you start the other language just comes out. 감사합니다. There we go. 감사합니다. But you're lying. My Korean is terrible. Is it a problem you only got Asians today? Are you kidding? Taiwan is filled with foreigners. Every country is filled with foreigners. I mean, we might be 2% of the population, but especially in Taipei, there's so many foreigners. But why would I be disappointed about only dating Taiwanese girls? Taiwanese girls are hot. But yeah, there are plenty of foreigners here. You can use the internet to find them. Okay, let me look up. I want to show you the difference between soup and sugar. There you go. Have an imaginary cookie. Share, share. Taipei people are easier to communicate in English. Actually, I think that Korea was way easier. More people knew English in Korea. But then again, I live in Taoyuan and like barely anyone speaks English in Taoyuan. They don't want to learn English. They don't care about English. Like, and that's okay, whatever. Uh but in Taipei, yeah, everyone knows English. Okay, listen. Listen, this is sugar. This is sugar. Listen. Okay, let me make this louder. Tang.
Tang.
Okay, so that's like tang. It's the rising tone. Tang.
Tang.
Tang. And then this is soup. Oh my god.
Tang.
See? It's the same thing. Oh my god. So sugar is tang and soup is tang. Tang. But they're both tong. So if you don't know the tones, you're just fucked. So, okay, now I know. Sugar, tang. Soup, tang. Oh my god! Sounds the fucking same! Oh, thank you. I need to study my tones. Like, that's the thing. There's like Chinese is so many layers. Like, you have to learn the song. You have to learn like a song of the tones. It's like a song, and then you have to learn the language. So it's not just the pronunciation, it's also the tones. No, tongue. Like tongue, tongue. I know. Oh my god, some people's tones are like different than the fucking computer. So I can't tell. And some people like they don't speak clearly or they speak super fast. I need to learn the phrase for that. Can you please slow the fuck down in Chinese? How do you say can you please slow the fuck down? Slow the fuck down. Slow the fuck down. Tell me if this is okay, Chinese speakers, tell me if this is right.
慢慢他妈的
You will hate the Taiwanese dialect. What do you mean? Thanks, Siri. Actually, this is Google. So what is Google? Google voice. Hello, slow the fuck down. Man. See, that's the same. Man. Ma de. Wait.
慢慢他妈的
Ta ma da. Is that slow the fuck down? You look so cute speaking Chinese. Chinese is a cute fucking language, man. Googly moogly. Oh. Tamada. Oh, Tamada is mildly disrespectful, I think. I know friends who say it and they're angry. Well, that's what I want to do. I want to say slow the fuck down. So, just to like strangers, be like, slow the fuck down. Especially when they're on their scooters. They need to slow the fuck down. People on their scooters are fucking crazy, man. Siri doesn't understand me and I'm American. Same here. Same here. That doesn't make sense. Aww. Okay, I'll ask one of my Taiwanese friends how to say slow the fuck down. Was it difficult to adjust to Asian cuisine? No. The only disappointment that I have is that a lot of my diet was like Tex-Mex, like Mexican American food. So it's really hard finding like the supplies for that. I've been having my mom send me stuff. Tamade. Oh my god, his mother. Oh my god. I've heard people tell me about that insult. That's actually really insulting to say your mom in Chinese. It's like another level. Like saying your mom is like kind of casual here. It's like it's insulting in English when you're like, "Hey, your mom slept with me last night." But it's like really offensive in Chinese. Tama de ge wo jian man dian. I don't know how to say that. It'd be great if you just said, I'm a fucking loser, and I just read that. I wouldn't know the difference. Some people, like, some of my friends troll me, though. Like, the other night I was asking them to teach me certain words, and they told me to say, I'm a fucking, I don't know, they said something really bad. Tamade. Go fuck your mother. Yes! Yes! I know some cuss words. Yay! Oh, I'm so sorry to all my Chinese speaking people. You're probably so offended. But to me, insulting, I don't know. In English, like, especially in America, we're very like vulgar. I realize like some of my Taiwanese friends, they look really kind of shocked by the conversation. Once they've hung out with Americans enough, they get used to it. But like we talk about sex all the time and we cuss all the time. And we always ask about like really dirty words. And I think that's like specifically American, how disgusting we are. We just are. And that's just like our part of our culture, I guess. So I know vulgar and Hokkien though. Do they speak that dialect in Taiwan? I don't think so, do they? But I could say it to my friends though. Like the other day, I was on a subway to Taipei with my friends, and like all we just talked about porn the entire time we were on that train. And I was like, huh, anyone that understands this right now is probably like, you guys are disgusting. Yes, it's sound foam. I need to get some better tape though because it's falling off. Uh, oh yeah. Yeah, no, we use fucking a lot, you know? Oh, okay. Hokkien is Taiwanese? Oh, okay. I didn't realize that as a different word for Taiwanese. People don't really speak Taiwanese casually here. I mean, a lot of people learn it in school, but you don't really use it except for school. People don't converse in Taiwanese. They like talk in Mandarin. So I'm like really hungry now. I want to go eat something, but I don't know what I want. Oh, there's this place that makes these amazing like steamed buns. I don't know what they're called. They're like it's like a dumpling, but instead of a dumpling, it's the inside of a dumpling inside bread, and it's so freaking good. But they only open like really late. Can you get Asian massages around every corner? I would say no, that's a stereotype, but yeah, actually, yeah, you can. Especially in this neighborhood. Like I live like literally down the street there's these places that look really seedy and they just have like the pimps are just standing on the side of the street and like looking for guys to go past the street just so they can be like, hey, look here. And they got like the see-through windows with like the girl scantily clad girls like giving like just kind of standing there and being like, hey, I'll give you a massage. Yep. That, yeah. Would you ever think of visiting Singapore? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I want to visit Singapore. Am I gonna play Persona 5? I need to play all the personas. Is it just a massage or I think it is a massage and or. Okay. Of course, they're only targeting men, so like they ignore me. Do I have to put on the subtitles when watching TV? I don't watch TV, I watch YouTube. And when I see movies, I typically see American movies. I don't usually see Taiwanese movies. If I do, I see them like once they come out on DVD and have like subtitles. Oh yeah, definitely happy endings involved in those massages. Definitely. I mean, that exists everywhere, you know. We cuss at people who are slow on the walkways. I should watch some Taiwanese YouTubers. I do, actually. You should get a rainbow tattoo. You'll get those massages then. I still don't think they will target me, even though they know I like women. I mean, I don't really feel comfortable with that position anyways. That situation. What was the last dream you remember? I was eating mac and cheese in my dream. And then my mom sent me mac and cheese, so I was really happy. And I got to eat mac and cheese. It was great. I think I had another dream. I don't know. I don't really remember my dreams typically. I usually go through a period of maybe I'll go through a vivid dreaming period, but like most of the time I don't remember. I need more coffee. I'm good. I'm kind of sleepy. Do I follow any lesbian YouTubers? I used to be really into that. Right now, I'm really into like mystery YouTubers. I'm trying to think of what the name of that girl is I've been following. Not really into like any specific content right now that's like lesbian. I don't know, but I'm really into like mystery, unsolved mystery type of YouTube videos now, and like yeah, stuff like that. Who is the girl that I just subscribed to? I don't think she's gay, but yeah, I'm not following her because she's a girl either. I just like her content. Who am I following lately? Someone's doing dishes. I can't find her. This is the really annoying thing about YouTube's layout. Maybe it is Callie Elise. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Oh my god, I love her. She's awesome. Blair White, I don't know. Oh yeah, Lexi Ty. I follow her. I follow her, and I think she's subscribed to me too, because we've like commented on each other's videos too. So, which is cool. Yeah, I love her. She's awesome. Plays X-Files theme. Yeah, I love Lexi Ty. She's cool. She's funny, but I can't understand most of her videos because they're mostly in Chinese. So, like every once in a while, I can watch one of her videos and understand it, but most of the time I can't understand it because she speaks like really fast. And my Chinese, I don't really know conversational Chinese. I just know like very simple things. So yeah, and don't judge me. I've only been here a few months. So it's really hard following like Taiwanese YouTubers just because of the language issue. Sometimes they put subtitles. Like if they put subtitles, then um it's easier for me. It was easier. Biggest celebrity crush. Thank you about the hair compliment. I really like Emma Stone. Uh is it easy to get a Taiwanese work visa? If you're from America, yes it is. I think, don't you say like she what did I say? She okay. Kathleen. Well, did I say that right? Well, Chinese is too hard. I'm Kathleen. What?
我是凯瑟琳。
我是 Ugh. You've seen La La Land? No, I haven't, which is crazy because I am big into Emma Stone. I love her. She's so hot. Am I hyped for Death Stranding? Yes. I've watched the trailer like 50 times. I think it's brilliant. I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be fantastic. No doubt. The trailers alone have so much depth, so much symbolism, so much beauty. That they could just keep releasing trailers and I would just live for those trailers. Just keep releasing trailers for the rest of your life. Like I feel like Death Stranding is going to be one of those games that you have to like watch someone play to understand, like fully appreciate it, because it's going to be one of those games that's so visually beautiful that I'm going to want to have to like step back and look at it and not just be focused on the gameplay. Emma Stone might be in Death Stranding. What are you talking about? Any plans to come to India? Maybe. I like Indian food. Yeah, I do want to visit Europe for sure. I really want to go to Spain. Like Spain's like on my bucket list for sure. Back when I was trying to learn Korean, people told me the language was created just because Chinese was so stupidly difficult to learn. Um, there is some truth to that. So Hangul, the writing system for Korean, was created because before that, like many Asian countries, they were using Chinese characters to write. But using Chinese characters is incredibly difficult and difficult to learn, and it's frustrating. So I forget what his name is, the famous guy that created Hangul. He decided to, like, one of the oh, sorry, I'm mixing up my Korean history. So I think one of the rulers of Korea, he said, "Hey, let's create a writing system that's easier to learn." And so they created their own alphabet for Korean, and it's one of, I think, the easiest alphabets to learn. Um, and because of that, it's very easy to read Korean, and that's not a bad thing. That's a fantastic thing. It's very easy to like, I think, integrate into Korean, and you don't really have an excuse for not studying Korean if you live in Korea because it's so easy, you know. Um, yeah, and that's one of the things like I really appreciate about Korea, because they were like, hey, you know what, the Chinese writing system is ridiculously hard. I wish that Japan had like really taken on that too, because they use Chinese characters too, and that's the hardest thing about Japanese language. It's frustratingly difficult, and it's weird because they use it. They have two alphabets. They use those alphabets, but they use it with a mixture of the Chinese characters, and so like for certain words that don't really mix with the Chinese characters, they'll use the alphabet, but for the most part, they use the Chinese characters. So it's really hard. Yeah, but I think Korean is definitely the easiest Asian language to learn out of all of the ones I've studied, because Chinese uses Chinese characters, which means that you have to study thousands of characters and you have to memorize these very detailed stroke patterns. Um, so Chinese uses that, Japanese uses that. Um, Vietnamese actually has a Roman alphabet, a Roman style or Arabic style alphabet, but they have like six tones or like seven tones, so the actual speaking part of it is difficult. I don't know about other ones about Thai or uh, but out of all of them, Korean was the easiest. You're the coolest English teacher for sure. I try. Yeah, Japanese is actually very easy for Chinese speakers to start studying because of the similarities in the writing system, but a lot of the characters actually have different pronunciation and meaning. So, because I took my Japanese class with Chinese speakers, and they hands down were the best in the class. They were the smartest in the class, but they did get the characters confused. I feel like a 9-year-old again being given a lecture in my Korean Saturday school. Sorry about that. So if you're like, oh man, I had to learn Korean and I'm annoyed with what you're saying, just remember if you had to study a foreign language as someone that doesn't speak that language, Korean was like a breath of fresh air for me. So, but it's not completely simple because like the grammar is very different than English grammar. So that's why Koreans have a really hard time studying English because of the grammar. The grammar of English is frustrating, and it's frustrating to teach too. I hate the grammar of English. I say in a way that is not grammatically correct. I'm fluent in Kojima games. Wow. You just got me on a rant about languages. I'm actually really fascinated about languages, and how they originate, how they evolve. It's really fascinating. How was your day? Good. I mean, I just started my day because it's like 12 o'clock, and I have to go teach. I'm probably going to leave in like 5 or 10 minutes so I can go. I have to go across town to teach today. So, what was your parents' reaction to you moving abroad? They knew it was going to happen. I've been talking about going abroad my whole life. When I was a little girl, I thought that, I heard about at church, I heard about missionaries, and I thought, oh, that's an easy way to get to travel. And so I told everyone in my family that I wanted to be a missionary because I thought, oh, if I'm a missionary, I can travel, and I don't think there's any other way I can travel. So I used to tell people that when I was like very little, like maybe 4 years old or something. I would just tell everyone I wanted to be a missionary because I wanted to go around the world. And then as I got older, I was like, oh, I can just teach. So it became I want to be a teacher. So I've been telling them that I was going to travel abroad my whole life. Considering the cuckoo banana-ness of Kojima games, that is a language unto itself. Yep, it is. Kojima games are pretty strange. It's true. Uh, Missionaries have to stay virgins, the irony. Yeah, Taiwan is doing its own thing though. Like I mean, China thinks that it owns Taiwan, and there's this big confusion about that. But like Taiwan has their own government pretty much, and they're not technically tied to China. But yeah, depending on who you're talking to. If I was talking to like a bunch of Chinese people, they'd be really annoyed with what I'm saying right now. But if you're talking to Taiwanese people, they'd be like, yeah, China thinks they own us, but they don't. It's very frustratingly confusing. I guess you're still on a mission. A mission for Asian booty. Oh shit. Play music, put on sunglasses. Ow! What's that? What's that meme from? I don't know. You know that show where the guy puts on the sunglasses right before the last shot and just like crazy music plays? You know what I'm talking about. How did I find it in the beginning? Teaching is like a really frustratingly difficult job. I'm not gonna lie. Taiwan says we own China. Do they though? CSI, yeah, that sounds. I was like right there in the back of my head. CSI Miami, right? I never really liked CSI Miami. I'm more of a CSI Vegas. Asian booty. Yeah. Props on the fiery hair. Thank you. I'm only going to be streaming for like 3 more minutes though, because I got to get going. Taiwan beer or soju? Soju for sure. Taiwan beer is definitely better than Korean beer. Korean beer is ass. Tastes like ass. But yeah, soju's the shit, man. It's only like $1 in Korea, man. I wonder what I should eat for lunch. That's the big trouble here. Because I don't like most of the food. I don't like lunch boxes. Lunch boxes make me feel sick. Oh my god. No, drinking in Taiwan is nowhere near as awful as it is in Korea. Korea has like is just a hungover country. That's all I can say. Is like it's very socially acceptable to be an alcoholic. Like at a certain level, like be a functional alcoholic, I would say. Is being a functional alcoholic is very socially acceptable. Being an unfunctional alcoholic that can't cooperate in daily life, not acceptable. But yeah, drinking any time of the day, uh, totally okay in most situations. Drinking any time of the week, totally okay. Being hungover, acting like a fool in public for being drunk because you're drunk, totally okay, especially if you're older. You see a lot of drunk old men all the time, and that's like totally acceptable. And it's a big problem in Korea. So yeah. What are my working hours? Like I work from like it's very inconsistent, but typically it's like 4 p.m. to like 9 or 10. Yesterday I worked from like 1 o'clock until 9 o'clock. So you have no excuse to drink in Taiwan. Yeah, like I drink uh on weekends. That's what I do. Drinking while on the job? Yep. Definitely. In Korea, we have these things called what is it called? Huishi? I forget what it's called. Business dinners where you get drunk with your boss and your boss tries to get you as drunk as humanly possible. I had one of them in Korea and it was, yeah, my boss tried to get me pretty damn drunk. She just kept pouring shots and telling me to like drink all of it. So, conditions on getting Korean citizenship. Are your parents Korean? Are you an alcoholic? Lol. I wouldn't say that everyone's an alcoholic in Korea, definitely not. But the social pressure is there, and like if you have emotional issues, then drinking can become a serious problem because it can be very accepted. But there's a lot of people in Korea that are beginning to reject that, you know. So I know I cast a lot of shade on Korea, and I talk a lot of shit about Korea. But I do love Korea, and there's some a lot of cool things about it. It's just like there's just some things that really frustrate me, and like their stance on mental health is pretty frustrating, especially because they, like I said, they drink a lot, but they don't take care of themselves mentally. So yeah, people are always casually drinking Taiwan beer. Well, yeah, my uncle was an alcoholic in Taiwan. He drank himself to death. I'm sorry to hear that. That's awful. That's really awful. you basically drink all day on the job but have to keep it together for your boss. No, I wouldn't say that you would drink on the job. I do know people that have done that, but I think that's awful. I actually met some girl that she said that she would drink before teaching and that it made her a better teacher. I think that's horrible. You definitely shouldn't be drinking around kids. But yeah, there are people that do that. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Bullying is a big problem in Korea. But I know that we're just getting into some good deep conversation, but I've really got to go because I have to teach across the city today. I have to like take a 2 hour bus ride to get to work on time. So I really got to go. So thank you guys for joining me. I had a lot of fun, and we will do this again next month. Thanks to Patreon. Thanks, special thanks to my Patreon supporters for making this happen. And I will see you guys next month. So yeah, bye bye.